I couldn't resist. I jumped the gun on ending the other one, but it was just because I was going to get my weed. So we're just going to do the episode 1, episode 2 bullshit. There was more shit that I wanted to talk about. And I just forgot to get to it, so why not just do it now? Just fucking rip the Band-Aid off. Alright. So, I was thinking about something the other day. Alright? And it fucking kind of blew my mind a little bit. So I do these videos and whatever, I have, like a dozen viewers or something like that. And that's whatever, right? I have like a video blog. That's basically what this is. Just a video blog of, my life as a dad, as a new dad, and how I'm progressing and getting better at being a dad. How I'm evolving in that sense. Because, back in September, the way that I was talking is entirely different than how I'm talking now. There were so many days where I didn't even have anything positive to say unless it was about my daughter, about how much I love her, right? And that's to be expected as a new dad, but it's just wild to me to think about how, just 4 months ago, I was getting no sleep, and it was entirely different. It was like every day something was changing and I had to keep adjusting, and I had to keep keep myself sane at a time where that was the most work that I had ever had to do. But before that, it was I was just an independent 20-something, or 30, right? And then it was immediately I had to learn how to be a dad. And that whole process is right here on camera. I started in September, so it was a little bit after the fact, but even still, from then to now, it's so much different. If you listen to those early recordings and then you listen to these ones, I'm a lot more confident in my ability to be a dad now. I'm way more confident, and I actually enjoy being a dad more than anything else I've ever done in my life. If you could give me my old life back versus being a dad, I would never ever do that. I would always pick being a dad. And it's just amazing to be at this point of such confidence. But this isn't even what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about was, so I was thinking the other day, at some point in my daughter's life, she's probably going to listen to these, right? I guess I could just not show her them, but I don't know why I would do that. This is part of her history. This is part of all of our history. And I feel like it would just, it would be shitty of me to not show her these and have her understand what it was like in the early days of her just being alive, and the whole experience and everything that that happened with her mom and I, and what the experience was like. I want her to know, and this is what that is. These are those video blogs. I'm documenting everything. And so someday she's going to hear these. And anything that I have talked about on here is now a part of our family history. If she has kids, she can show them this. Hey, this was your grandfather. And so on and so on. Hey, this was your great-grandfather. This was your great-great-grandfather, right? Even long after I'm dead, these recordings will exist. And however long our bloodline goes on for, however long it goes on for, they can listen to these. And I just think that that's so wild, because nobody in my family has done this before. Like, we've had people with like video cameras and like the old film reels, which I actually have some of those. I don't know what the fuck are on them though, right? And it's also not like readily available. I would have to take it to a professional. I would have to get the tape straightened out because a lot of it's like fucked, and then I would have to have them convert it to like a Blu-ray or whatever. It would just be a whole thing. These are like readily available, you know, and they will be for generations to come. And so the start of this family that my wife and I have created, it's you can hear the beginning of that with these. And also, a little side note to my online friends, our community is a part of it too. I mean, and all right, if my daughter or my grandkids or my great-grandkids or whoever in my family is listening to this right now, please, please, please don't put a ton of stock into the shit that I talk about with my online community, all right? It's cool, and I'm glad you know about it. But it's just a fun thing that I joined online and eventually became the owner of to get through my wife's pregnancy. And after that, when my daughter was born, that was going to be the ending point. But then it was just kind of like, well, I'm here, I have fun here. Why don't we just keep doing it? Why don't we just stay? So it's inevitable. It's a part of the history now. My whole family history has a little sprinkle of my online community in it. You guys know about it, but I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I guess just don't put more stock in that than the other shit that I talk about on here, because I want you to actually take the shit that I say seriously. You know, I don't know. I don't know if it's cool or lame that, you know, like 100 years from now, people could be talking about my fucking online community called the Bread Army. I don't know. But hey, you know about it. Just please take the other things that I say here more seriously than that, because that's just like a fun thing that I do online, you know. But I thought you guys would think that it was kind of cool that is a little part of it. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to get that one off my chest, because I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, dude, nobody, like my mom, my grandparents, obviously they didn't do video blogs. Like there's nothing like this here. There's no recordings of their voices anywhere, you know. Whoever heard their voices, whoever knows what their voices sounded like before they died, that's it. It's just within our memories. And when we die, nobody will ever know what they sounded like. So this is the start of ending that. Because, you know, not to get sad, but I kind of really do miss the sound of my mom's voice. And you know, when I die, I want my daughter to be able to always come here and always hear what I have to say, who I am, how I feel about things, and, you know, she'll always have that. So yeah, that's it for today. And hopefully I start doing these weekly. I don't know. I'll probably be back next week, I imagine, so I don't see why not. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys all later, and have a great week. Bye.